Put your mask on. No, you gotta wear it on, honey.
No, you gotta keep it on.
Put your mask on.
There you go. Keep it right there.
Yay, Mason! Yay!
Keep it on, Mason. Look, we're gonna keep it right here. Look.
Peekaboo, I see you. Keep your mask on. Put your mask back on.
What are you looking at? Come on, keep it on your face. You gotta keep it on your face so we go outside. There you go. Mason. No, keep it on.
Hard to find something good in that. Osiris here is stuck in the middle. We are now muzzling 2-year-olds and not thinking anything of it. Just normal walking around like, oh, yep, just put it on the 2-year-old as if that's going to do anything. With their snotty noses and mask hanging off their faces and playing with it all the time. You don't need any science to understand that that makes no sense. I'm going to be taking a flight with my 2.5-year-old this weekend. So I'll let everyone know what happens on Monday. I'm not going to anticipate anything bad. I know these things are rare, hopefully, but it's concerning. So this 2-year-old got kicked off the plane because he wouldn't keep his mask on. You can take your mask off to eat and drink. So what is this heightened awareness? There's no liability problem. How are you going to prove that you got something from the plane? That's not even a factor here. This is insanity. And they're looking at right now, researching, trying to see, they want to, in my opinion, ban people. If you don't get the V, ban you from flying. If you want to know what they want to do, just watch on CNN Dr. Leana Wen.
Well, I hope that President Biden will do 3 really important things. First is to mandate vaccinations on planes and trains, places that he has jurisdiction over. There are a lot of people who are still on the fence about getting vaccinated, and if they know that they have to be vaccinated in order to travel, to see friends and family, to do business travel, etc., that can really put them over the edge. The second thing is we really need to get behind a proof of vaccination system. We know that the honor code doesn't work. You don't board a plane, let's say you don't go to the airport and say, I am who I say I am. I don't have to show you any identification. I don't have to put my things through the metal detector. We don't allow that, and we shouldn't allow people to carry around pieces of paper that can be easily faked as well. We need a national proof of a vaccination system. And the third is I really hope that President Biden will explore all other avenues, including tying federal funding to try to help push states that are not even allowing for schools to do mask mandates, for example. We really need to do something about that because it's just unconscionable that there are states that are putting kids' lives in danger and forcing them into a herd immunity experiment.
That she basically lays out everything they want to do. And so she forecasted this a while back, like we should stop people from flying. So if they keep doing that kind of stuff, I'm not going to be participating. And I'm not going to talk about my V status. Sarah Palin did recently, and to me, it just comes across as it comes across as a virtue signal. Like, Sarah, your V status is irrelevant to this conversation. That's your own personal information. It's irrelevant to your stance. You can have the V and be against the mandates. So I don't understand, but I digress. We have to look at these moves. I really would not be surprised, because if they ban flying, people are going to start driving. So naturally, what would you do? Ban driving. Well, we don't want you coming from a state that's dangerous to a state that's not dangerous. So you've got to prove you've got that V. They're already doing that in Australia. I mean, that's a logical next step if they're able to do the blocking the flight. That's what they would do first. And that would also help try to block some of the movement from people who might want to move from blue areas to, it's not Democrat, Republican, but moving to areas that match their values right now more. It would prohibit that. So there's a lot of stuff that could go from this. When you ask them about the 2-year-old stuff, though, we're the only country doing this. China's not doing this. China does not mandate masks on 2-year-olds. Some people were saying that. I don't know where they got that from. Maybe some people do put masks on 2-year-olds, but they're not mandating it. I don't know where people are getting that. They don't mandate that anywhere else other than here that I could find. You've seen it on airplanes in Europe or in other places too, but as far as school and daycare go, ain't nobody else doing this stupid stuff like we are. This is crazy. When you ask them questions, they refuse to answer. What it means is we have a population that is so manipulated, we don't know what the hell is going on. But if you agree with the masks, great. I don't want to argue with you.
Now, to be honest, I'm fine with that. I don't care about changing your mind. I don't care about what you do with your life. I just want to be left alone. I want you to stop stealing from me via taxes. Stop telling me how to live. Just leave me alone.
Let's work together on creating a separation in our country, because I think it's child abuse. If you think it's good, then we are way far apart. And why don't we work together to say, hey, you are able to live in an area where people agree with that, and we live in a different area. And that line, you might think, oh, it's just mass. That line divides everything. I mean, it pretty much divides us to where we need to be as far as at least two countries. It's not based on data. It's not based on anything. So got tough decisions to make. I'm not going to make any excuses, though. I know it's mandated from government down. Not really a law, but it's these executive orders. But I put the mask on my 2-year-old. My wife and I decided to do that. We have to take ownership of that. And we're not victims. That's not the case. But that doesn't mean we agree with the mandate. And for me personally, it doesn't mean that I'm going to stay living in an area that does that.
I'm going to talk to you about some things I've learned in my journey. Most from experience, some of them I heard in passing. Many of them I'm still practicing, but all of them I do believe are true. Life is not easy. It is not. Don't try to make it that way. Life's not fair. It never was. It isn't now, and it won't ever be. Do not fall into the trap, the entitlement trap, of feeling like you're a victim. You are not. Get over it and get on with it.
I'm grateful for underground hip hop. I've been chatting with a couple people on the channel. I do a lot of 90s hip hop at the end of the videos just for different reasons, but most of the reasons is it's just feel good music. It might be because I grew up with it, but there's just a different vibe from the samples and the style from the 90s, the golden age. Let me know what you think. Are we monsters for mandating and putting masks on 2-year-olds? I don't even agree with it for 5-6-year-olds, but let's look at the toddlers. Are we monsters for that? I think we are. Take care.
Reanimated through the mouth of mankind. Far beyond the lines of perpetration lies my representation through creation. Words submerge in surge of sensation similar to blazing L's in the sight. My model's death to fight. What? The mastermind, sharper than a knife, quite parallel to trife. A nigga's life simply too much to explain. Full of drama and pain. I maintain restrained thoughts through the tunnels of brain. Energy drains whenever my competitor's slain. I try to blow up the spot like Saddam Hussein. Keep it real up on the plane. Intellectual gang. We mix like we didn't cocaine. Burn kids with propane. The sun can only shine after wet drops of rain. The sun can only shine after wet drops of rain. The sun can only shine after wet drops of rain. Get all up in your brain, flesh, arteries, and veins. You know what I mean? All I'm feeling is rain. Commence to pour with all the data I store. Plain it for sure. Connect the cord and I'll be holding a sword. Might be like Excalibur. I may compete, I just defeat the challenger. Pull out your fallon now in case it tastes the salad I created. Navigated the way that I included. Booted. Soldiers recruited, keep the nighttime polluted. While birds antagonize herds. The dragon I swerve. You can't lock, got the lance. Bless you in advance, take a look, glance. Son, I'm in my buffalo stance. Hit your chance, protect your head and your neck. The records I enhance. Spinal cord, vinyl toward the ligaments. Niggas went in the zone when I blessed the phone. No lie, stimulated off the top. Put the red in your eye. You so high with your head in the sky. Looking down on fake niggas. Blurry vision makes decisions critical. Now you ridiculed what? Let's dispute it. Bad. Hard times can make you wanna grab the pistol piece and shoot it. Logic, bullets of pain through the brain when it rains. Formulate late, while other niggas try to duplicate. Let's set the record straight. L's the great mass murderer slash verbalist. I go the distance. Existence on a planet variates without assistance. It's senseless. Too many MCs. I wanna please other C's to make 100 G's. I notice these MICs I grip and rip to pieces. Attacking all the whack, man. Yo, that man, my thesis. I flow for 40 days and 40 nights like Jesus Christ. I'm nice. Ripping the mic device I slice with precision. Focus your decision with no hesitation. Hitting you like we no vacation. Between the two of us, I see no relation, but we share the same profession. I'm stressing throughout the session. You fall, the head touch a call. Bless y'all with one brawl. Mic status apparatus just stall. You lucked out, word, without a doubt. Haha.